Alright, we are live.
Thanks for eating the microphone. Alright, welcome to the pre-podcast. We're talking about our crazy life and our stories. This is presented by your host, Sasha, and your co-host, pretty much synchronized Oliver. Now, this podcast series will be about our elementary school stories. Some are crazy, some are not. We are 13 and anyway, we just got this out. And thoughts on our stories might be interesting to some listeners. So how the podcast will work is that every week a new podcast will come out with one new story. So how are you today, Olga?
I am good. Yourself, Sasha?
I'm very good, yes. Alright, I think we should kick this off with a story. I don't know about you.
Take it away.
Well, no, I think you should take it away, talk about, what's been going on in school this week.
Nah, you take it away.
You take it away.
You take it away with all your drama.
You talk about it. You're the biggest part about it. I just
I don't have much drama at the moment.
What about that guy in school?
Oh, the dickhead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, interesting story. I found out a couple days ago that one of my best friends had been lying to me and telling all the people stuff that we specifically said that we weren't going to tell anyone.
And
so,
this stuff was pretty private, and it's stuff that not many people would know. And when you say don't tell someone, they probably shouldn't tell them.
Yeah, you got the point there, Sasha.
Continue on.
Anyway, so I sent him an email saying that I didn't trust him and that I didn't want to be his friend anymore. And the Gmail was like, oh, but I didn't do anything. So I told him, yeah, he did. And I told him to go get fucked. And then what happened was apparently I've been ignoring him, but he's giving me those fucking glares and not talking to me, so I don't know. But then also, like, anyway, continuing on, so yeah, we're pretty much just having a massive fight at the moment. Don't really know what else to say.
And the fact is that he's been saying, I don't want to have a fight, but he's also not confronting the issue. And by not confronting the issue, one of our friends, who we play Fortnite, he sucked up to one of our friends saying, we'll buy you a skin. Now, I'm just saying that is not a very good argument to, I apologize. And when I was playing today, he joined, and then he literally said, I'll buy you the next season's battle pass if you be my friend again. And I outright told him no, and then he had a suck about it. Because I didn't want to be his friend. I literally declined his offer for his money, and he was crying because I wasn't taking his money.
Pretty much.
I
then,
just... Yeah, go on.
No, you keep going.
I just think, he doesn't want to start a fight, but, confronting the issue and being the bigger person, it's probably the best thing for him. But if he doesn't want to start a fight, then it's just going to keep being on issue. And, it's probably a better thing if he just ends, he comes to us and, admits to what he's done and, make an apology. That doesn't mean we have to accept it, but, even he would definitely be the better person in the situation. But we're not coming after him because we don't have anything to apologize about. And, if he's the person starting this, then he should be the person that, act up to what they've done.
Saying as in, he should be the one finishing it.
Yeah, he started it. He should finish it. I will personally, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be the one saying, let's just talk about this because, I feel like usually I'm a bit of the bigger person in these arguments and stuff, and maybe he needs this sort of experience in a friendship fight.
He probably just thinks that life is all peaceful and normal and you're never going to have fights. Yeah, no.
I personally think he's a bit spoiled in that case. So he's never had dramas with anyone, and whenever he has dramas, he goes looking for someone, and that someone is usually me because I would usually stick up for someone in that situation. But now all the tables have turned on him. He's just lost, and I just feel like maybe you should just pull his head in a little bit and just stick up for himself.
Yeah. See a point.
Like, I'm not saying, come on, go do that. But I'm just saying, if he listens to this and he hears what we're saying, maybe he should take some advice, especially from someone who, used to have fights quite frequently. I've definitely learned the ins and outs about this sort of stuff. So, yeah.
But he also thinks that everyone's always going to be there for him.
Yeah, no, I find that, like, yeah, he thinks everyone's going to be there for him. But, throughout life, he's going to have his ups and downs, but he's just never had a down before.
I mean, apart from that fight we had when we went to that museum, I mean, that's one of the only fights we've ever had.
Yeah.
With Ray. All the fights we've had a lot of.
Yeah, yeah. But,
but, they're for a different day, so.
Yeah, those are different stories. But, I think mainly what he should do is, he doesn't have to confront us right away, but maybe think about his actions because at the moment, he framed us of you and the others that you guys are the bad guys, and he comes crying to me about it, and I couldn't. I respect you guys' opinion. I want to know this sort of stuff if it's anything that involves me because, I just don't want to be. I don't know how to say. It kind of sucks when you guys are talking crap behind my back, but he came crying to me and then started making up lies about what you said, acting, maybe he wanted to start something.
Yeah, but, still, he thinks that he's always going to get his way.
Yeah, it's very surprising, He's, I just, there's, I don't know, there's a simple term for him, and it's an idiot, but, he's never, had anything going on in his life, and now something is bad happening, because he doesn't want to fight, is it because he doesn't have any people backing him, Because, yeah, I just, it's very interesting, I'd love to be him in the situation right now and, think what's going on with him, I would be confronting the issue because sure, it affects trust issues and everything, but it affects trust issues. But if he was the one to step up and admit to his actions, he would definitely be the bigger person here, and it will definitely make him, personally, I might get some more trust in him. But he's taking so long, and he's not admitting to what he's done. So maybe he's just, I don't know, maybe he just feels like he doesn't. Maybe he's just trying to move on, but it's hard to move on when he's still hanging out with, our part of the group. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. I don't know what you think, but
Oh, anyway.
yes.
Moving on. Well, actually, I think that's the rest of the story for today. So, moving on for now. What are we going on to now, Sasha?
Oh, I'm not sure. Let me check our notes real quick. You know, what stuff do we do in our spare time personally? Because this is the first episode, and maybe people want to get to know who we are. You can start. Us, you start. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay. Spare time. So I just got to year 7 in school, and as you know, there's a lot of work. You gotta do a lot of homework and all that, but once you get that done, I love to play video games, and I love cooking and stuff that just makes me happy and makes me forget everything else, like going outside and
Yeah.
just chill, listen to music. Oh, one more thing. I sometimes cry in the corner of my bed because I'm very depressed.
A great detail, Oliver.
Just kidding. I'm not really depressed at the moment.
You know, Oliver goes through his phases, to be honest. And that's okay. You know, we all have our problems. But yeah. Well, I don't know. If you're finished, you know, I might go on.
Oh,
Um,
we will soon be releasing a Discord server, so if you have any questions to be asked or anything, we'll just be launching that and you can ask us any questions.
Yeah. So there will be a section on the Discord where you can ask questions. Make sure to give your information, like not your full name, but maybe your first name or something. So, we can, you know, when we respond to the question, you know, we can just say it's mainly delivered to this person. But yeah, I feel like, you know, I might talk about, you know, what I do in my spare time. So most of my time I'm playing video games, as a normal child would do, or teenager if you want to say. Um, I also enjoy a lot of art. I'm not very good at it, but you know it's fun. Um, I want to get into streaming. I also want to be I would also want to be a film director, which I really enjoy that. I also want to start producing music. You know, because if I start producing music, if my filming, directing doesn't work for that, I can always be a music producer, you know. So yeah, I think that's mainly what I do in my spare time. A lot of it, you know, I have my own Discord server called Childish, which is the coin is also Oliver, who's a good friend of mine. So yeah, but a lot of my time is spent working on that because you know, I'm very passionate about that, especially because it's probably one of my bigger projects. So yeah, I'm very passionate about that. If you really want to know, a link will be in the description. Make sure to verify so you guys can chat. Um, right away you might not be able to chat, so just give it maybe a day or two. So yeah. Um, so we will also be launching a Instagram, Twitter, and stuff. And hopefully, if this gets big, a Spotify will be coming out. And you know, what's your opinions on that? Do you think, you know, if we get a Spotify, should we apply for Apple Music? What do you think?
Okay. Not gonna lie, I think having a Spotify would be a great opportunity as we can
Yeah.
launch our podcast.
Yeah, I feel like because not everyone, you know, uses YouTube for podcasts, and you know maybe some people will be watching it on YouTube, of course. But you know, if we launch it on Spotify, you know, there's a whole community of podcast, you know, listeners on there. So I think that would definitely be awesome if we could, you know, do that. Because YouTube and Spotify, you know, like they're kind of the same thing. That YouTube also has their own music platform, but you know they're definitely two different communities, and within Spotify there are many different ones as some are large, some are not. But with YouTube, you know, they just have the main ones. So I think podcasts aren't too big on YouTube, and they're definitely one of the smaller ones, and there's not many small ones. So I don't know if it will reach far, on YouTube, but I hope it does, you know. But if you get us on Spotify, we'll definitely have a better chance of getting listeners. So yeah, that sounds good.
Anyway, now you're probably wondering what video games we play. Um, okay, first, would you like to start?
Well, personally, I'm a very not I wouldn't say diverse, but I spend most of my time playing Fortnite. I'm kind of leaning away from it at the moment. I spend a bit of my time playing Crunker, occasionally Minecraft, and very rarely Roblox. If I'm completely bored out of my mind, I do play Roblox. It's extremely rare, and I just play a game called Arsenal on there, which is a really fun game. Um, you know, I spend a lot of my some of my time watching Twitch, so I'm finding new games. I'm into horror games. They're really enjoying. I recently just did a replay of Slender the Arrival, which is a very great game. So if you have something to play it on, a PC or an Xbox or a PS4, I highly recommend playing that game if you haven't already. It's a pretty old game, beautiful graphics, beautiful story. So yeah, those are the games I play, and yeah. So Oliver.
Okay. So, main game I play is probably Conquer. If you don't know, Conquer is like a 3D, like
First person shooter.
it's kind of like a 3D block like first person shooter. I'll leave a link to the game in the description. But I just play that. In the game, there's a lot of items, and depending what items you have, some of them can sell for a lot of money in real life or a lot of money in the game. I know there's a fair few Twitch streamers that stream it, and as you don't know, actually, I'm not a streamer, and eventually I want to get into streaming. First games will probably be Conquer, not Fortnite, because that's gay night.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, I don't really like playing much other games. I mean, I played this Weed Idol game on my phone.
Wow, mobile game.
I played a game called Free Fire before. It's kind of like PUBG, but a rip-off version. I have PUBG. I played PUBG. Sometimes I play that occasionally. I also play. I play a bit of Minecraft occasionally. But
Go ahead. It's okay.
Gotta get out there.
Yeah, I feel you. On the topic of gaming, and as you just got into mobile gaming, the other week, I was just looking at new games, and I saw this really weird game, and it was on the popular list, and it was like a bootleg Fortnite, and it was completely trash. So, it only has like 30, 40 players, so, it's not a proper battle royale, in my opinion. You spawn, and I could not find a gun, and then there was these three kids teaming, and it was called solos, and, it being popular, and it doesn't get frequent updates, I was very surprised when I saw that on the Play Store. But yeah.
No. Oh no. Okay.
What else should we talk about? Well, maybe we could talk about more of maybe a tiny bit of our younger lives, you started before. Actually, no, I started before. I'll just start again. Actually, you might start.
No, you're good.
Okay. Well, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, and I actually have the disc right here for the Xbox One. If you can hear that. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. My brother introduced me to that game, and I would personally think that was really the start of my career of gaming, and as a young person would, phase was the thing at the time, and I really wanted to get into phase. And I would say I was very good at the game. I was getting a bunch of trick shots. I was really good at quickscoping. And the other day, I put the disc in my Xbox since it's backwards compatibility, and it felt so good because it brought back so many memories. And yeah, so that was good. I also got when I got my first Xbox 360. So I got that, and I got Batman, the Batman Arkham City. That was a really good game too. I didn't play that fully, but
I mean, I played it for the PS3 when it
yeah,
first came out.
I think the Batman games like Batman Arkham Knight and whatever, those were very well constructed games. But I used to play most of those games singly because my dad has motion sickness, which really sucks. But there was we played a lot of Lego Batman because I remember the first game I've ever played
Oh,
was Lego Batman on the Wii. And me and my father, we 100% of that, and that bring back a lot of memories. We played 2, and we played with 3, but I didn't really like 3. But yeah, that was good. And Lego games is the only games my dad can play, so that was really fun for us. But yeah, I think that's really it for my backstory. I guess you could say that. Yeah, up onto you, Oliver.
alright. Well, I mean, I didn't do much when I was younger. Okay, so younger video game night. Um, I used to have a Nintendo 2DS, and I remember I was always still on it for about 5 hours a day.
I don't want to inform you, but your mic is like lagging out.
Okay.
Okay then.
Wait, we can just edit this part
Yeah.
out. Okay. Is
Yeah.
it working now?
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the show. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go. Yeah, so in the Transformers game, I used to have a Transformers game for it. And sit there. And I usually play Optimus Prime or fucking Bumblebee because, mean. But, like, to be honest, I don't know why I ended up, I don't know why I stopped because I liked it. So, let's take a quick drink break. Okay. Stop the recording for a minute. Starting.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are back.
And
Now.
that's what you mean by ending it. You wanna say something before we end it?
Yes. Okay, so this will be the first episode. Being much more uploads coming, so be ready. Yep. So just thank you for joining in. Hope you liked our stories and they're not too they don't have too much drama in it. But yeah, it's just first episode, kind of nervous.
Yeah, I think it was definitely nerve-wracking, but I think midway through, I think we became a little bit more comfortable with how it is.
Yeah.
I thought I felt like we were just talking to each other at one
Yeah.
point. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, wherever you are, whenever you are. I don't know what to say, but we're gonna end this episode here. And I hope you have a great night. Sasha out.
Oliver out. And here's the ending song. Peace out.
See you later.
We are on a wave, take over the place. They doing it like you and I want a holiday, let us fly away. They doing it like you and I. Moving on a vibe, kill it every time.
And yep, this is the end of the episode right here, right now. So we'll be heading out. Don't forget to tell your friends and family about our podcast. And
you listen in the car, you listen on the way to school. Cheeky swallow.
Anyway, peace out from here. We'll see you later.
See ya.
Good night.